Hi, I'm Richard from Ebikes. Thanks for purchasing the Trojan Family Fat Tire Trike. We've put together this short video to help you get out riding as quick as you can. With the bike, you'll get a hard copy of the manual, which takes you through what we're going to talk about here today. You'll also get a page of trike riding tips, which are handy tips just to bear in mind when you're riding around, and you'll get your invoice. Down on the bottom of the invoice, you'll find the serial number for the bike and other serial numbers. This can be used if you want to put your bike on your home contents insurance policy. To turn on the display, you press and hold the middle button until it lights up. You'll see then that it comes up with an error 25. Sometimes it'll come up with an error 25. That's because the park brake is on. If you release the park brake, then it takes you back to the standard screen. Up here you have the battery charge, currently 4 out of 5 bars. You have the power level that you're in, and you have the speed that you're going. If I press the plus button for the power level, I go up to 5, and I can press the minus button and go to 0. If I press the middle button, it'll cycle through, shows me the trip value, shows me the odometer, and some other details to do with the ride. If I want to reset the trip, I can press and hold the plus and minus button together. It says clear trip. I press yes to clear trip, go over to yes. Okay, press and hold the center button to go back to the main display. Now when I cycle through, you'll see the trip is 0, but the odometer still 61 kilometers. To change the power levels, which is all in the manual as well, I press and hold the plus and minus button. I press and hold the plus and minus button again. This allows me to go into the power set menu, which says for each power level 1 to 5, I can set the percentage power assist. So I can then go up and down for each one and set these as required. Press and hold the middle button to go back to the beginning. The Trojan family comes with some extra things. It comes with a horn. It comes with indicators, which we'll show you in a minute. And it comes with brake lights as well. You can also turn the lights on. If you press and hold the plus button, then the lights will go on. You see the front lights on there. Press and hold, it'll go off again. And then if we go around the back, you'll see the brake light. You'll see the indicators. And when I put the lights on, you should see the tail light as well come on, and the brake light with the tail light. Trojan family comes with hydraulic disc brakes. It also comes with a park brake function. So I pull and hold the main lever, push the pin down and release the main lever, and that holds the brake on. Normally, so this is the rear brake. Normally the rear brake is made easier than the front brake. Sometimes the front brake lever is a bit hard to get on. But as long as you've got one of them on, that should be okay. All electric bikes pretty much come with what's called walk assist. This is a function where if I press and hold the minus button, the bike will start up and just go slowly by itself. I'm just going to demonstrate. As long as I'm holding the button, then the bike will go along. The walk assist doesn't have a huge amount of power, so with a bike like this with a couple of people on the back, it's probably not going to get you moving if you're on a hill or something. The bike also comes with a start boost throttle. You do need to be in at least power level 1. If you're in power level 0, the throttle doesn't work. So you need to be at least in power level 1. You also have to have the button here pressed in to enable the throttle. Then when I operate the throttle, the bike will move along. The throttle power is based on the power you've selected here on the display too. So if you're only in power level 1 and you use the throttle, you'll only get the power level 1 power. So sometimes if you're on a hill and you're trying to get going, you may need to go up a couple of power levels just to get that extra amount of boost. The Trike comes with 7-speed indexing shifter. So to change gears, you press this one to go to a higher gear and you press this one to go to an easier gear. Don't try and pull this one. You always push and you push to go up and down the gears. So with these indexing external gears, make sure that you're pedaling when you're changing gears. Don't change gears and then start when you're stopped and then try and pedal, because it will crunch the gears. So make sure that you only change when you're pedaling, and when you're going uphill, try not to change gears. If you can, change before you go up the hill into an easier gear, because otherwise if you're trying to push while you're going up the hill, they will crunch the gears. The battery does come with a on-off switch here. You can just leave the battery on if you want. Make sure the battery is turned on. If you go and try and turn the display on and it doesn't work, make sure the battery is turned on here. Here is the charging port for the battery. The key doesn't need to be in the battery while the bike's in operation. It's only there to lock the battery. To unlock the battery, put the key in, turn it and lift the battery. Make sure the battery is heavy, so just make sure you've got a good grip of it when you lift it off the bike. The bike will come with 2 keys for the battery. One key will be attached to the charger cable. The second key, put it somewhere else so that you don't, if you lose one of them, then you've still got the other one. You'll see that the charger has 2 lights on it. There's a power light and the charge light. Both of these lights will be red when the battery first turns on when you start charging, and the charge light will go green when the battery is fully charged. We do recommend disconnecting the charger from the battery when it's charged. So with the charging port, it just goes into here. There is a page also in the manual that talks about looking after your battery and how to charge the battery and things like that. So have a look at that to go through and make sure you get the most out of your battery. Also make sure that our batteries and chargers are labelled. Make sure that you use the correct charger with the correct battery, because these days you have 48-volt batteries, you have 36-volt batteries, so make sure you've got the right ones. Trike comes with 24x4 front tyre. We do have spare tubes for these because they're not very common, the 24-inch. Check your tyre pressures around, the maximum is 30 psi. We'd recommend maybe 20-25 psi, maybe up to 25-30 on the back for these are 20x4-inch tyres on the back. So keep your tyre pressures up just so you don't get flat tyres, flat tubes.